The mysterious extinction of the dinosaurs. Secrets lost in time. Have you ever wondered what the world was like before humans walked the earth? Before cities and civilizations, when the ground trembled under the footsteps of creatures so massive that even the largest animals today would seem like children beside them. This is the story of the dinosaurs, the rulers of Earth for over 165 million years. Creatures that saw entire continents shift, oceans form and vanish, and climates transform, only to vanish in what seemed like an instant in the grand timeline of the planet. The world of the dinosaurs was a world of giants and monsters. But it was also a world of complexity, ecosystems thriving in jungles, deserts, and seas, with creatures of every size, from the towering Argentinosaurus, which weighed up to 100 tons, to the small, bird-like Microraptor, gliding between trees in search of insects. The extinction of the dinosaurs is one of the greatest mysteries in the history of life on Earth. How could creatures that dominated the planet for so long, who had adapted to countless changes, suddenly disappear? What could have been so powerful, so catastrophic, that it wiped out nearly 75% of all species on Earth? Including these giants? The most widely accepted theory is the impact hypothesis. The idea that a massive asteroid or comet struck the Earth around 66 million years ago, creating what we now know as the Chicxulub crater in what is today the Yucatan Peninsula in Mexico. The impact would have released energy equivalent to billions of atomic bombs, vaporizing everything within hundreds of miles instantly. The sky would have been set ablaze with debris re-entering the atmosphere, causing global wildfires, and the dust and soot would have blocked out the sun for months or even years, leading to a dramatic drop in temperatures, a nuclear winter that would have collapsed food chains and ecosystems. But is this the whole story? Some scientists believe that the asteroid was not the only factor. Around the same time, massive volcanic eruptions were occurring in what is now India, creating the Deccan Traps, one of the largest volcanic provinces on Earth. These eruptions would have released enormous amounts of volcanic gases, including sulfur dioxide, which would have cooled the planet, and carbon dioxide, which would have caused long-term warming and acidified the oceans. Could it be that the dinosaurs were already struggling to survive in a world of environmental chaos, with the asteroid impact being the final blow in a series of catastrophic events? There are even more theories, some suggesting that diseases, shifting continents, and changing sea levels contributed to the extinction. Some scientists have even proposed that a nearby supernova or gamma-ray burst could have affected Earth's atmosphere, further stressing the already vulnerable ecosystems. Despite the dominance of the impact hypothesis, the truth may be far more complex, a combination of catastrophic events that together sealed the fate of the dinosaurs. But not all dinosaurs disappeared. Birds, the living descendants of small theropod dinosaurs, survived the mass extinction. Every time you see a sparrow, a hawk, or even a chicken, you are looking at the last living dinosaurs, survivors of the apocalypse that ended the reign of their giant relatives. The fossil record provides a window into this ancient world, revealing bones preserved for millions of years, footprints fossilized in stone, and even rare discoveries like dinosaur feathers preserved in amber, giving us a glimpse into their colors and behaviors. Imagine standing in what is now Montana, 66 million years ago, watching a herd of triceratops moving through a lush forest, while a Tyrannosaurus rex stalks nearby, its massive jaws capable of crushing bone. Above, pterosaurs with wingspans as wide as small airplanes glide in the sky, while small mammals scurry through the underbrush, their future dominance on Earth still far away. Then, in an instant, everything changes. The sky darkens as the asteroid strikes. Shockwaves circle the globe, fires rage across continents, and the age of dinosaurs comes to a fiery, choking end. The world that emerges is different. A world where mammals rise, evolving into countless forms, eventually leading to the emergence of humans. Yet, the dinosaurs continue to capture our imagination. Symbols of power, mystery, and the fragility of life in the face of cosmic forces. We build skeletons of them in museums, study their bones to understand their lives, and wonder what it would be like to see them in the flesh. Some believe that in the unexplored jungles of the world, remnants of these ancient creatures might still survive, hidden from the eyes of modern science. Stories of strange creatures in remote parts of the Congo, called Mekele Mbembe, are sometimes claimed to be living dinosaurs, although no scientific evidence has ever confirmed such claims. Others speculate that deep in the oceans, creatures from the age of the dinosaurs continue to thrive, hidden in the darkness, unchanged by the passage of time, waiting for the day when they are discovered. But perhaps the greatest mystery is what we can learn from the extinction of the dinosaurs. Their sudden disappearance is a reminder of how fragile life can be. How forces beyond our control can reshape the world in an instant. It is a reminder that no species, no matter how powerful, is immune to the changes of the planet. As we look to the skies, searching for asteroids that might one day threaten our world, we are reminded of the fate of the dinosaurs, and we prepare, hoping to avoid their end. And as we explore the Earth, digging into its ancient past, we uncover the stories of these magnificent creatures, piecing together the puzzle of their lives, their triumphs, and their ultimate demise. The story of the dinosaurs is not just a story of extinction, it is a story of life, of adaptation, of survival against the odds, and of the endless dance of creation and destruction that shapes the universe. We continue to search for answers, to understand what happened on that fateful day 66 million years ago, and to learn what it means for us today. Because in the bones of the dinosaurs, in the rocks of the Earth, and in the craters that scar the planet, we find not just the past, but the echoes of our own future. Imagine walking across a rocky plain 70 million years ago, where the ground vibrates under the footsteps of giants. You hear the low rumble of a distant herd of sauropods moving together, their long necks reaching toward the treetops, pulling down branches with leaves that will sustain their massive bodies. Nearby, a pack of raptors with sickle-shaped claws stalks through the underbrush, communicating with soft clicks and hisses as they track a wounded hadrosaur. Above, a Quetzalcoatlus, the largest flying creature to ever live, glides on thermals, its wingspan as wide as a small airplane, scanning the ground below for carrion or small prey. The world of the dinosaurs was filled with creatures stranger than we often imagine. Take the Therizinosaurus, with its enormous claws longer than a man's arm, or the Ankylosaurus, armored like a tank with a massive clubbed tail, or the Spinosaurus, a predator even larger than the T-Rex, with a sail on its back and possibly the ability to swim, hunting fish in ancient rivers. And yet, these creatures, despite their adaptations and strengths, vanished. But before they disappeared, they left clues buried in rock and stone, fossils that tell stories of their lives, their struggles, and their environment. Some fossils capture moments in time. A velociraptor locked in combat with a protoceratops, preserved in the sand during a sudden collapse, their final struggle frozen forever. Fossilized nests of eggs reveal parental care, with some dinosaurs protecting their young just as birds do today. Amber preserves feathers of small dinosaurs, their colors sometimes visible under careful analysis, revealing that many dinosaurs were covered in vibrant plumage. Feathers themselves tell a story. Once believed to be exclusive to birds, feathers have been found on many species of theropod dinosaurs, suggesting that the line between bird and dinosaur is far blurrier than once thought. Feathers might have initially evolved for insulation or display, only later becoming adapted for flight in some species. This raises a profound question. Why did birds survive when other dinosaurs perished? One theory suggests that smaller body sizes allowed birds to survive the harsh conditions after the asteroid impact. They required fewer resources, could hide more easily, and many species could eat a wide range of foods, giving them an advantage when ecosystems collapsed. Additionally, the ability to fly might have allowed early birds to travel to new areas in search of food and shelter as their environments were destroyed. Their rapid reproduction and egg-laying also allowed populations to recover quickly. Some scientists propose that birds were able to take advantage of the post-apocalyptic environment, filling ecological niches left empty by the extinction of other species. The adaptability that allowed them to survive would eventually lead to the incredible diversity of birds we see today. But what if dinosaurs were more intelligent than we think? The Troodon, a small theropod dinosaur, had one of the largest brain-to-body ratios of any dinosaur. Some paleontologists have speculated that if the asteroid impact had not occurred, Troodon and its relatives might have continued to evolve, potentially developing greater intelligence over millions of years. Dale Russell, a Canadian paleontologist, once proposed the idea of a dinosauroid, a hypothetical creature that might have evolved from Troodon, with an upright stance, large eyes, and dexterous hands, possibly becoming a sentient species on Earth. While this idea remains speculative, it challenges us to think about the paths evolution can take. Other mysteries linger about the extinction event itself. Could viruses have contributed to the decline of dinosaur populations? Epidemics can devastate species, especially if combined with environmental stress. While there is no direct evidence of a pandemic leading to dinosaur extinction, it is a possibility that cannot be entirely ruled out. What about cosmic radiation? A nearby supernova could have bombarded Earth with high-energy particles, damaging the ozone layer and allowing harmful ultraviolet radiation to reach the surface, affecting life across the planet. Some studies suggest evidence of such events in Earth's history, but the timing does not always align perfectly with the extinction event. The extinction of the dinosaurs also paved the way for other prehistoric giants to rise. In the oceans, creatures like Mosasaurus and Plesiosaurs dominated, while Megalodon, the massive prehistoric shark, would later terrorize the seas. These creatures show how life continues to evolve and fill niches left empty by previous extinctions. The fossil record also reveals how ecosystems rebuilt after the extinction. Plants and small animals were the first to recover, followed by larger mammals that began to diversify and dominate the landscape. The Cenozoic era, the age of mammals, was made possible by the extinction of the dinosaurs, leading eventually to the rise of humans. What lessons can we learn from the extinction of the dinosaurs? First, it reminds us that catastrophic events can change the course of life on Earth in an instant. Despite their size and strength, the dinosaurs could not withstand the combined forces of an asteroid impact, volcanic eruptions, and environmental collapse. Second, it highlights the importance of adaptability. The creatures that survived were those that could adjust to rapidly changing conditions, find new food sources, and thrive in environments that were drastically different from what existed before. Third, it warns us about the fragility of life and the planet. Today, we face threats from climate change, habitat destruction, and the possibility of future asteroid impacts. By studying the past, we can prepare for the future, taking steps to protect our planet and its biodiversity. Even as we uncover more about the dinosaurs, mysteries remain. New fossil discoveries continue to challenge what we know, revealing unexpected details about dinosaur behavior, physiology, and evolution. Some fossils show evidence of cancer in dinosaurs, revealing that even these ancient creatures suffered from diseases we know today. Others reveal rapid growth rates, suggesting that some dinosaurs reached enormous sizes in just a few decades. We have discovered fossilized footprints that reveal herd behavior, migration patterns, and even the social lives of dinosaurs. We have found dinosaur embryos inside fossilized eggs, giving us a glimpse into the earliest stages of their lives. And still, we search, digging into the earth, exploring ancient rock layers, and using advanced technology to scan for hidden fossils, hoping to uncover the next big discovery that will change our understanding of these magnificent creatures. In the end, the story of the dinosaurs is not just a story of extinction, but of resilience, adaptation, and the ever-changing nature of life on Earth. They ruled the planet for millions of years, far longer than humans have existed, and their legacy lives on in the birds that fill our skies today. As we look up at the stars, wondering about the future of our own species, the dinosaurs remind us that nothing lasts forever, but that life itself finds a way to continue, to adapt, and to thrive, even in the face of unimaginable challenges. The rocks hold their secrets, the bones tell their stories, and the earth itself remembers the age of the dinosaurs, an era of giants that once ruled the world, leaving behind mysteries that continue to inspire wonder and curiosity. Perhaps, in the silence of the stones and the fossils, we can still hear the echoes of their footsteps, a reminder of a world lost to time, yet forever a part of the story of life on Earth. And if you've stayed with us through this journey into the age of the dinosaurs, it means you share the same curiosity, the same hunger to understand the mysteries of our world as we do. If you wish to continue exploring stories that time has hidden and secrets that the Earth still keeps, consider subscribing to this channel. Turn on the notification bell so you never miss our next journey into the unknown. Because the world is vast, the mysteries are endless, and together, we will continue to search, to question, and to discover. Thank you for watching, and until next time, stay curious.